time limit. Introducing first, Bastard Pac and World Champion, Jon Moxley.
Tony Schiavone has intended Knights of the Year on the Dynamite calendar. The AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley. We know
AEW, and it all started on Monday with all big month with the Continental Classic. Got a story to tell. Scared the hell out of me.
I can understand why.
And he said, day of execution. I have no idea.
If I was Orange Cassidy, I would be Birds.
Yeah, thankfully, this past backstage, that noticed Orange Cassidy being attacked by...
At their opponent's first, Switchblade.
Dynamite with tag team action, but here tonight.
Yeah, Jay White certainly not here tonight. Together.
And his tag team partner, vertically squeezed.
Cassidy and Jay White came about because of what transpired, their first ever one-on-one meeting. But after Orange Cassidy that intervened, it was Hangman Page that for a chance to pick his shot. But it's about to meet their match, should Team AEW.
For a number of people to be able to align themselves.
I mean, Nigel, it could be they're aligning themselves. It could be that all these championship. Hangman Page wants the same as Jay kick things off. Here on Dynamite, a knife-edge chop from Switchblade Jay White.
You brought up a good champion. I think that's his motive. We know that we don't so sure that's worked as well as they
want Moxley to break this iron grip that Jon Moxley has. Jay White's motives are so self-serving.
Whatever his motives, Jay White trying to take a chunk.
We were watching Jay White and Jon Moxley between these two men. Going back 20, but right now, picking up where they were of Jon Moxley and now Jay White.
Right, this announce table.
The bastard being introduced to our announce. Perhaps with a target on the three of us that we are.
This is his first match since Full Gear, since that match.
As now the action to it, but the flat of Jon Moxley's boot breaks it up.
Title match all here tonight. All in winner is coming.
Main event tonight on Dynamite. All of that and right hand backing up the AEW World Champion Jon Moxley. Now chops to the chest or chops.
Man, and Jay White getting the attempt.
And look at this. I mean, when it's Jay White attempt, it's a pretty level affair now. Sliding drop kick, Pac neutral.
In his own corner there, and you could see that enabled.
To Jon Moxley finding himself threatened by the Blade Runner Eagle Man. As desk.
This announced it.
In the interim.
KO of the Death Riders. Ever since their introduction, they are.
But Nigel, to that point, chemicals poured down his throat by Wheeler Yuta.
Do you think Orange Cassidy's afraid?
Cage, the man with that contract that he can execute.
Yeah, now that's up in the suites here somewhere at the T-Mobile.
Jon Moxley has the AEW World Champion. Dare I say, that's exactly the way he likes.
He has that contract in that briefcase. When he executes,
and that means even after a match,
comes lethal.
Thrust kick, holding on to that throat, perhaps some damage.
Cassidy saw the tag being made. He went back to make his
Switchblade Jay White, Bastard Pac elevated here.
Sinewy. Switchblade.
Switch there by Jay White and another DDT. This unlikely duo of Jay White and Orange Cassidy continues in picture-in-picture.
I had your number, I have your number. Turns and they
by the champion, and here
Jay White right here in front of our announce desk once again. Right. Unfortunately for Jay White, now been deposited, fires that boot up into the jaw, Switchblade.
Send Jon Moxley into our
Moxley White, now look at this.
With Jon Moxley on the floor. And the Death Riders with the advantage. You can see Orange Cassidy
in that throat, like you said, Excalibur.
This is
left hand.
By Jon Moxley. But now he seems to be completely in his brand of professional wrestling may be.
Well, Wheeler's point. He's loyal to a cause.
He almost looks like someone is being held hostage.
A number of weeks ago with Wheeler Yuta. Doubts in Wheeler Yuta's mind.
To throw Wheeler Yuta into the fray, to sacrifice Wheeler.
The glassy-eyed look, I'm not so sure, man.
Just a stomp off the middle rope. 30-plus pounds on the neck of Jay White. Moment, Tony. Missouri, we got a view from the skybox high above the team. On Moxley had packed the Death Riders, just batter. Had some early flashes, Nigel, but since then it has been
far more time. Both have a similar aim.
Similar aim, but I think
The Death
very
Riders
different purpose.
In terms of their MO.
Yeah, that's right now they are dominating this match.
And Tony, we briefly touched on it. Nick Wayne, Hook, he had to receive Christian Cage.
Yeah, Christian Cage taking it. What the end game is here for Christian Cage, but obviously are part of the
patriarchy.
The patriarchy.
Teaching his young sons. Oh, wait a second, perhaps. Are they going to go and get him a nice drink?
I was going to say anything that involves Christian Cage.
Yeah, he's the
Jay White. Jay White forcing the break from the bottom rope. Yeah, maybe you just got to get speared in the middle of Wembley Stadium by a man. Oh, wait, that's Nigel. Sorry.
Okay, tag is made. Here
tag
we go.
Is
Do your dishes for you as well, Tony.
Headbutt, short arm lariat. Now they covered the far leg. Jon Moxley became AEW World Champion. I've not seen it. We presume that briefcase, that Marine. I mean, he says that AEW doesn't deserves to look on that title belt.
Becomes the company that he sees.
What is Moxley's endgame, though? That he wants everyone to...
He wants everyone to have to fight for their spot.
Well, nothing lackadaisical about that dragon screw. Raring to go. But we still, Tony, do not know.
We may find out right now.
Moxley and Cassidy. Diving knee. George. Break.
Oh,
Moxley tried to...
Able to avoid most of it.
Cassidy coming through. Spiked by the DDT. Now Orange Cassidy. Quicker but Cassidy. He can fight fire with fire by Orange Cassidy. The cover of pinning the AEW World Champion Jon Moxley.
Fans looking out.
Not an emotion you often see on the... Oh, he's got caught.
Cassidy at the sleeper. Cassidy accelerates to the ropes. Wild sweet tea from Orange Cassidy. Swinging a pad. Tremendous core strength. Able to throw suplex from Jay White. Oh, the hot beach. Break. The cover.
So close. And how they can come back and keep
his ability to take a real ass kicking.
Oh, wait a second. Wheeler Yuta.
Oh, look at this.
Orange punch for Yuta. Knees Cassidy. Perhaps. When Moxley was reeling, Hangman Adam Page. Hangman Page, who's had his eye.
Cassidy's had enough.
Oh, guts.
This is not what
Yeah, I mean, think about if punch for Hangman. And oh wait, but I have to imagine wherever Jon Moxley is at ringside, tear one another apart. Imagine if these men, Tony,
and just cost Orange Cassidy. And we know the problems that Jay White going with each other in the ring right now.
The Death Riders seizing on this.
Exactly. Often I agree with you, Joe Platter.
And this is the damage that Moxley and the Death Riders match. This is Pac, this is Wheeler Yuta, this is Marie. We
saw the three guys together. Orange Cassidy turned completely towards the Death Riders.
Shafir, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac content with the Claudio Castagnoli of the Death Riders. Will be final classic action next on Dynamite.
Listen here, Bandito. If we can do this the easy way or the hard. All right, fine. The hard way.
Heavy is the head. Man, it's the only way to live. It's the only way with a knife to your throat with the dynamite. I wouldn't have it any other way. These guys want the next title shot. No, I want the next title shot. Run your lives! Egos, run! Me, none of this. It's about me. It's about my people. I'm gonna give all three of you an early Orlando, Florida. 4 away.
four-way match. I guess potentially Jon Moxley putting himself in a disadvantageous position.
Be that as it may, his back is against the wall, but like he says,
as I literally and figuratively knows will I conduct my business. So it's a four-way match for the world. Shut up! Person in this match, Jay McMahon Page, when he didn't live up to his nerves, but my biggest problem is with you, Joe. And if you happen to make it out of that match, and if I am, this time I'm not back to rock bottom. You'll hear that little voice in your head. Earned it. Have that drink. Rehab the World Heavyweight Championship now and forever. And I am the reigning World Champion.
In fact, all he needs to do is execute it. Imagine.
Before I leave,
That's Christian Cage. He's sent Nick Wayne and commands him double. As Hook.
Christmas spirit.
He is out of control.
And now the one asleep.
What do you mean, why not?
He tried to throw Hook.
I'm not sure. Hook is tearing apart Christian Cage. Sent them on. They've returned, but Hook is striking, taking out Christian.
Dynamite moment.
In your mind, may
Blood finally against Christian Cage, but fans World Championship, the glamour. Mariah May versus her World's End in Orlando. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Brody King, both men looking. Castagnoli, Will Ospreay, one-on-one for the first.
Oh, with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring for a real assassin.
During that breathless card rundown, not Dynasty earlier this year, I apologize, fans, but
honest, you would have to think from his loss to Carl Fletcher at Full Gear, back at 3 points.
9 points.
Oh, certainly. But Ospreay
on the top of the table in the gold league with 6 points, which could be a. He's going to have to keep up a.
And his opponent from Lucerne's World Trios Champions, Chloe!
Now you're looking at a 23-year veteran, 16 different championships, over 13 different meets, 24 International Grand Prix in August.
better, Tony.
I agree.
The linchpin, like his.
Think about what happened at Full Gear.
With Will Ospreay as he springs to the top elbow. As Rick Knox is just a 2 count.
Here, Excalibur.
Oscutter attempted Castagnoli.
If Tony Schiavone saw it coming, Castagnoli did it.
Didn't have both legs collected and allowed Castagnoli to kick out. Cut. Ospreay came around the corner. World's End coming up later this month. You can join us on Triller TV on pay-per-view. World's End live on pay-per-view, where we will see the sun.
I tell you, it takes an athlete the size from Will Ospreay. Not many men could have done that.
That Kyle Fletcher scored a pinfall victory, damaged the neck of Will Ospreay. Ospreay came into his first tournament match. Cape nowhere to be seen, but you know those types of injuries like to linger.
Whether that could be that his neck is healed and educated and cerebral, if you
Favoring his, I believe, right or left wrist. I'm not.
He received from that Tiger driver. There you go. Steps drop kicking the steps into the knees of Claudio.
It really was. That was amazing.
The savvy creativity. Just drop.
talk about Carl Fletcher, ever since defeated. Who can forget what a huge moment it was?
Yeah, that was this past Saturday at Coughlin. Giant swing into the step, feeling in that left arm of his.
No question, there's a reason why they like to be called.
Wait a minute, Fletch likes.
Yeah.
The tour finals at World's End in the Blue League. But right now, they're completely trapped in the steps. Castagnoli.
Wrist, you break a finger or two, there's no way you
Moved very nearly, dropping the chops to the Kyle Fletcher. Now looking for springboard once again. Ospreay able to kick out both men. Picture.
starting to become world-renowned for.
That's a great call, Nigel. Dream match with a talent that we have and still to come tonight.
Miles in that one. As Castagnoli can go back to stay in that squatting position on Castagnoli's back as well.
including that battle to see will face MJF, and I've ever been around in my life.
The greatest AEW Women's Champion.
September 28th at the Edition Arena in Orlando.
And transitions over into the crossface.
He's keeping all of his body weight across to breathe.
Oh, Claudio Castagnoli, almost unparalleled.
Preternatural almost.
Roll up there by his back, trying to maneuver Will Ospreay.
Of the offense of Claudio.
A trap from legendary superstar.
And spine of Ospreay, but the lower body as well.
But they are into this, man. This
gone as well. Still.
Castagnoli work to expend energy to escape this sharp. 24 Continental Classic Gold League, or will we are in the midst of finding out. Look on right, corkscrew kick takes Castagnoli off his feet.
6'5".
Will Ospreay, as we saw for much of that picture-in-picture, see obviously feeling effects thereof.
Yeah, I think the story of this match so far.
Ospreay was looking for just a reminder. Fans for Continental Classic matches, 0 points for a loss. And more vital is Ospreay standing sky. That's right, we've already seen taking 1 point each as Ospreay.
Castagnoli's facing the wrong way if it is.
Yeah. No, Ospreay finds his feet. It's cinched in. I'm not sure Ospreay has all of Castagnoli's
grip on his left hand, pulling down on the leg.
And Nigel, that's
6'5". Oh, there, just a vicious spin. Left arm and shoulder.
6'5", 230. Claudio Castagnoli, the leg hooked in.
To deadlift, showing his power. Not only is that
thing hard there. It's expended a lot of energy. That
feet to make Claudio Castagnoli heave for wrestling. But Will Ospreay, the same could be said.
I think it speaks to how Ospreay started this match out. Castagnoli more or less to take things a little bit. Hold on a second.
Bit stunned by that now. Finds his footing on the
advantage with the strikes.
Yeah, Janita.
Arm.
But taking himself out of pinning range from Will Ospreay.
To roll to the outside,
forcing Will Ospreay to expend some energy on the outside, but now Ospreay connects. Ospreay goes down. Claudio
not stopping though.
Castagnoli, Claudio Castagnoli, 2, and again off. No, Ospreay sweeps the legs, the jackknife.
Off feet right there.
Will Ospreay now piece atop of the gold link.
From a potential 9, but he's made a statement.
And Castagnoli, of course. Darby Allin. He has so much animosity. So it's Claudio Castagnoli. And as I mentioned, next week, Darby Allin, one-on-one Continental Classic Grind. Next week at Dynamite Holiday Bash, right here on.
And Will Ospreay, man,
Darby, one-on-one. Let's take a look at Claudio Castagnoli at the top of the table. 6 matches remaining, but right now, let's head to Renee Paquette.
Ladies and gentlemen. With an incredible win last week over Commander on Rampage tournament. How do you prepare for an opponent like Brody?
Right here is why I came to AEW, for the competition. Tonight, your boy got Brody King for the first time. One of the toughest guys in this whole tournament. But you know one thing, he not be 1-1 right now. But tonight it's me who hold all the cards.
Brody King still to come tonight. Continental Classic Gold League. Quite sure who this is. As I know it's not seen this man in the flesh is here live tonight. Sportsbook is an official partner of AEW. New customers download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code. MJF here live tonight.
Such an incredible reaction when you showed up here in AEW. Do you feel like you are ready for Chris Jericho?
It is great. I showed up. You know who wasn't shocked? Me. For the past 5 years, I've been busting my ass to reinvigorate my career versus Chris Jericho. A message, and I'm glad they did, because now I know what I'm in. This Friday, Rampage, you and I, one-on-one. You better be watching to get a little taste of what's in store.
Jericho, Matt Cardona, final battle, but it sounds like the badass TNT.
I'm all about that.
This man is it. Introducing first from Panama City, Florida.
That's for as unappealing as that may sound to you and I. And unfortunately for them, to get to MJF.
Let's not forget, it is for the ring. No, it's a personal vendetta, but there's a lot on O'Reilly.
In Kansas City with that Dynamite. Don's going to be watching this match closely.
Very closely.
Kyle, in mere moments, you're going to be stepping in the ring to be going one. And, of course, you guys have so much history between the two of you.
Do this. It's like you said a couple weeks ago, this guy's playing.
David, relax, dude. The match is happening, Kyle. Hey, all right?
Yeah. He should have thought about opened up his heart to
Okay, for Ebenezer Scrooge.
Collar elbow tie-ups. Drop toe hold as O'Reilly transitions those one-on-one. Kyle O'Reilly holding a very... But prior to that, they were team wrestling nearly 15 years ago to New York City. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, almost a limitless potential.
Yes, certainly. Time again, come up.
O'Reilly.
Both have won the Ring of Honor World Championship since then.
And that's right, it goes beyond who took those long overnight drives together to wrestling.
They both suffered significant injuries into this matchup, whether that's focused upon. Be holding up okay, but hold on.
And likewise, the neck of O'Reilly could step through, perhaps for a figure four. O'Reilly not Adam Cole.
Again, you're seeing the familiarity of the very, very well. And I don't know.
And now look at this chopping with the kicks. And the action continues in picture-in-picture.
Adam Cole has...
There certainly realizes there's something to what Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, got injured in the match with MJF.
His feet looking to knot up that hamstring. Legs of Adam Cole, and now trying to soften up the body. Transitions into the abdominal stretch.
Left calf of Cole. Submission, but maybe thinking of transitioning to...
Now is Cole, the hip toss, able to escape. Both as challengers for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship and for many of those clashes. So, here.
Certainly meant a lot to me. That Clam Digger got lucky again, but be that as it may. Certainly be more to Adam Cole, Tony. What do you think about that?
I don't know if more...
Now O'Reilly, legs captured as well as the upper body. And look at this, how he is with the knees, the ankles of Adam Cole. Kyle O'Reilly battling one-on-one here to Jacob Friedman, MJF at World's End. So Reno, Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, so much on us there. One, not only to defeat MJF, but yes.
The ring will be on the line at World's End. Coming up on this, scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Panama Sunrise on there, but the brainbuster on the knee. Cole looking at...
Yeah, O'Reilly caught him right in the sternum with the neck breaker.
Certainly seems to be holding up thus far.
Faked for the... We're going to shoot a single leg, but O'Reilly. And O'Reilly, the driving knee to the...
O'Reilly.
Knee drop from the top. He hits it with such precision. Avoided by O'Reilly. The fake once again. Coming back. The boom.
And an awkward landing for Cole as well, who's...
And remember, this end, December 28th, live on pay-per-view. It's a match that successfully able to dodge. 30 seconds away against one of his four.
For that lariat off the middle of the ropes.
And now the Riley changes tack. Ankle low. Has to be thinking about that reconstruction to the...
How quickly Kyle O'Reilly, the moment that Adam that.
Who will go on to World's End Ring? It's coming up on December 28th.
May regret not holding to that ankle lock longer. Whoa, look at this. Double wrist.
Right.
They may get some damage done.
That's what headbutts. That shows you exactly what's on the hole.
Might be thinking Panama. O'Reilly driven down on that, and Cole accelerates. O'Reilly.
Drop, get the legs locked around it, otherwise Cole can maneuver.
Cole making that desperate crawl to the ropes.
O'Reilly electing to stand.
And it was the momentum of the break that carried O'Reilly. And now O'Reilly. And the thrust on target.
Leg, and O'Reilly running towards him that time.
O'Reilly is out on his feet.
O'Reilly checking on Kyle O'Reilly, clearly dazed.
Gotta make sure that...
That right hand was loaded up, but...
I thought it caught him.
And now O'Reilly. Wait, Cole, the roll up, and the...
Cole! He gets his shot.
Cole getting the shot.
Excalibur, he is blamed. There you see it for the Dynamite Diamond Ring.
As Adam Cole MJF is Saturday, December 28th from the Edition Finale.
On it. Might be able to proverbially say.
MJF doesn't celebrate Christmas. He does not want. It seems like the thing Adam Cole is too much to mend.